What is up? It is your boy Blizz Ricks, and look, don't mind the Destiny gameplay in the background. I have something a lot more exciting to me and others like me that I have to talk about. So, as you people out there might know, or you may not know, if you are a fan of Bleach, guess what? Apparently the anime is coming back. They're going to do the 1,000-year Blood War 1,000-year Blood War arc. I think that's what it's called. All I know is it has to do with Juha, the Quincy's, the Soul Reapers, the Arankars, all these guys in a fight. That is, yo. Now, when I read it, because, you know, the anime stopped, so I had no choice but to actually read. And you know what? I liked it. Now, I mean, at the end, there was a lot of nonsense going on. Actually, there's a lot of nonsense going on throughout that whole arc, but I'll get to that in a little bit. So, the gist of it all, we find out that Ichigo is part Quincy. You know, that's interesting. He breaks his Bankai gets broken, so he has to go get his sword reforged because they can't fix it. And he gets a new sword, a new Zangetsu, which reveals that the Zangetsu that he's been talking to is like holding his power back because it didn't want him to become a Soul Reaper and things like that. And we find out that he looks like the the father of all Quincy's or something like that. I don't remember what Juha actually is. I just know that he is the head Quincy. He's that guy. He's the big boss. But we find out that they both one and the same. And Zangetsu that he knows is his Quincy powers. Now, the other Zangetsu, the hollow form, that is his actual Zanpakuto. That is his true Zangetsu. Now, I mean, I'm only saying this because it's cool to talk about, you know? I mean, of course, by now, if you ever been caught up with the show or the anime, the manga, you know that this is not something I actually have to say. I'm saying it for the simple fact that it's just some dope shit to find out. But all that aside, everybody gets Bankais. Rukia gets a new Bankai. No, Rukia gains a Bankai. Byakuya becomes deadlier with his Shikai. Speaking of Bankais, Ichigo, he gets a new Bankai. We just never see it because apparently I think Tite Kubo lost his mind around that time. You know, he was doing the same drugs as the writer for Naruto Shippuden was doing when they was doing a final arc. Ironically enough, it was a war. Can you believe that? I really feel that the writer for Naruto, like he gave him the context to his supplier and said, "Yo, Tite Kubo, I heard you trying to wrap Naruto. I heard you trying to wrap Bleach up. I got a solution. Call this number, and he's got something for you." And Tite Kubo was probably sitting there like, "Well, what do you mean you got something for me?" He's like, "Yo, trust me. This helped me get through everything. You're gonna write something. You're gonna write something so crazy that the fans aren't gonna know what to do with themselves." It's some hard drug. I don't know what kind of drug it is, but oh my god, he definitely did it. They had Mayuri Kosuchi doing some weird stuff. Like he gave what's his name? Toshido. He gave him this little drug that made him like replay events over and over and over again. Like Itachi did to Kabuto. So he did something like that. It was cool. You know, there's a whole lot of stuff going on in the war. Now me, I'm just on the side that all of that should have been animated. You know, like I can understand they pulled the plug on the show. Cool, whatever. I guess you got to do what you got to do. Me as a fan, I'm looking at it like, bro, we had one more arc. Just one. You couldn't animate that for us? Like you don't even have to dub it. You don't have to dub it in English. You know what I'm saying? You could just give it the subtitles. I'm okay with it. I'm okay. That's one I don't need it to be dubbed. You know what I'm saying? Like I definitely will prefer to watch dubbed, but I mean, you don't have to give me that one dubbed because Bleach was such an amazing show to me. You know, and the voice acting for both sides is pretty dope. You know, I like both of them, so it's rare that I like both of them. Usually I just can't stand the Japanese dub because I personally feel like they're all overacting. That's just me, but you know, I'm Mr. Unpopular Opinion over here. But Jesus, man, like you could have gave this to us, man. You didn't have to make it seem like it ended after the Fullbring arc. For the simple fact that we all knew it didn't end after the Fullbring arc. I really hate when animes do that. They'll give us a really dope anime that everybody's so invested in, and then out of nowhere they go, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna pull the plug on this. I see everybody's enjoying it, but you know, ironically enough, we're not making enough money, or we want to do something else. So, yeah. Okay, guys, wrap it up. This is gonna be your final episode and your final season. Now, as the fans, I mean, dog, what can we do? What can we do to keep these shows alive? I honestly feel like there's nothing we can do. Like, if people want to pull the plug on a show, they're just going to pull the plug on a show for whatever reason. For example, the show Teen Titans, an amazing show. They pulled the plug on that one for reasons that don't make sense to me. Reasons that will never make sense to me. You pulled the plug on that one, and what do we get? Nothing. Young Justice. We had an amazing show. Young Justice was so amazing. Everyone was loving it. You pull the plug on that, and what do you give us? Teen Titans Go? Are you kidding me? You give us Teen Titans Go? That's supposed to hold us over? Well, I mean, luckily enough, they corrected their little problem. I mean, they corrected both of their problems. Actually, I think Teen Titans also came out with another season, or is coming out with another season. I know that was actually announced. I forget when. I didn't check. I think, you know, I honestly think they're just hoping people forget about it. Nah, we ain't forget. Whenever Teen Titans is coming out, or if it's coming out, whatever, bring it out. Come on, get Teen Titans Go up out of here. It was a poor quality show, man. Teen Titans was dope. The character building, the real life connections, the intensity. That's what we need, man. We don't get quality like that anymore. And the same thing goes for Young Justice. You pull the plug and you give us Teen Titans Go? Are you kidding me? Young Justice Season 3. It was alright. Well, I mean, for what I saw, it was alright. All I know is that I had stopped watching around the time that they started taking a break, so I don't know if the show is back or not. I gotta check. And I definitely will watch it once I get the chance. I'm just so wrapped up on a whole bunch of other things. Unfortunately, there's so much dope things out there to watch. So many dope games so many dope games to play, but I'm still just playing Destiny. But you know how it goes. Once you love something, you just stick with it. Happens to the best of us. But man, oh man. Bleach. I don't know. Oh, like it's so crazy. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Best believe I'm gonna be watching weekly. Each episode. The day it comes out. Yes, that's what I'm gonna be doing. Yes. Hurry up and bring that out. Let's get to it, man. We've been waiting for far too long, man. So many other things deserve to have that plug just pulled, but you know, that one's decided, y'all could have stopped Dragon Ball. I mean, you know, Dragon Ball Super stinks. You know what I'm saying? I want to say you could have pulled the plug on Naruto, but nah, Naruto is just too fire. You couldn't pull the plug on that one. I'm sorry. That's just me. You can't pull the plug on that. Dragon Ball Super, it's going off nostalgia at this point. It's like, which is somewhat fan servicey things. You know, Vegeta getting the one up on Frieza in that movie. Things like that. You know, Broly coming back because, of course, we need Broly back. Whatever. And Broly's now an actual character. Congratulations. But man, I don't know. Yo, you know what? Speaking of that, which, am I wrong for thinking that Dragon Ball should be rebooted? Like, I don't know, man. Dragon Ball was doing its thing, but I feel that it needs to be cleaned up. Like, they tried to do something with Dragon Ball Z Kai. Nah, I feel like you just start from scratch, man. You don't have to make it as lengthy, but you know, turn it into a respectable anime. Cause it's nothing but explosions and screamings. You know, that's really all it is. That's all it's known for. The fights was good. The music, look, I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. I don't like the original Dragon Ball Z music. The soundtrack sounded so much better to me when they threw all those guitars in there. I mean, dogs. Vegeta's Hell's Bells theme? Are you kidding me? And you prefer to hear the original Japanese dub music? Are you kidding me? That intensity when he gets to talking and you hear that dun, 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 dun. Are you kidding me? Like, come on, man. But yeah, this is how I feel, man. Dragon Ball definitely deserves to be rebooted. I say deserves because you start out with the original Dragon Ball series, which is a dope anime. Dragon Ball itself was a dope, respectable anime. It had everything that you need. And then Dragon Ball Z started off interesting and then became destruction porn. Like, how many planet busters are you gonna sit there and give us? And speaking of which, I mean, that's why I don't like Super. Super, there's no story involved for Super. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, there's a story, but it's just not a good story. Not good enough for me to say, yeah, it's dope. You know, I mean, Goku Black Saga was dope until they lost their minds towards the end. And that was it. I didn't really like anything else. Like I stopped watching. Like I didn't watch the show until the Tournament of Power. You know what I'm saying? Like that's when I started like watching it because I had to tune in because everybody on Facebook was making this big deal out of Goku versus Jiren, and I'm like, who the hell is Jiren? So whatever, I went to see that and I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't watch the whole Tournament of Power because, like I said, there's no point. It's like a whole bunch of nonsense. It's just them fighting. Like the whole idea was Goku pretty much put the world in danger just so he could have a big fight. Like really? Stupid. But yeah, man. Whew. Bleach is coming back. I can't wait. Alright, so you know what to do. Like the video, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch at BlizzRix. Please, I can't emphasize that more. Follow me on Twitch. I'm going to try to have my schedule be streaming at least 3 times a week. And then once we get my numbers up, then I'll be streaming a lot more. Alright, but yeah, I'm out of here. Peace.